Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all doing this Saturday? This is your daily news report and fourth stimulus package update. New stimulus payments are on the way for millions of Americans. Please watch until the end of this video to learn the winner of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway and to learn how to enter next Friday's giveaway. Millions of Americans and their families lost their access to unemployment insurance as several key programs expired over last weekend. Moving forward, the nearly 3 million people collecting traditional unemployment insurance as of August 14th will no longer see a $300 weekly enhancement. Some 5.5 million people drawing from unemployment assistance, which supports those not traditionally eligible for aid, including freelancers and gig workers, will lose jobless benefits altogether. A third program, Emergency Unemployment Compensation, will no longer support the long-term unemployed who've exhausted their state's benefit window, which is generally 26 weeks but varies by state. Roughly 4 million Americans were collecting emergency unemployment compensation as of mid-August. Workers who lose emergency unemployment compensation in some states may be eligible for continued aid by moving over to extended benefits, a federally funded aid program that kicks in depending on their state's unemployment rate. These benefits are currently on in a handful of states, but many are set to expire soon after the program is no longer 100% federally funded through the American Rescue Plan Act. The states of California, Illinois, Nevada, and Texas will end their extended benefit programs after September 11th, but extended benefits will remain on for another 13 weeks of additional jobless aid to eligible residents in the states of Connecticut, New Jersey, and New Mexico. Eligibility requirements differ from emergency unemployment compensation, so you may have to apply for the new program separately with your state. In some states offering extended benefits, like in California and New Jersey, you may be automatically moved over to the program when you certify for your weekly benefit. Please check with your state's labor department for specific information about qualifying for and claiming extended benefits.
One of the first things I did after taking office was to form a Veterans Advisory Group made up of Arizona veterans, community leaders. We meet regularly to discuss how to strengthen the partnership between our state's communities and its service members and veterans and their families. This group's input and recommendations are central to my work in guaranteeing that every policy, every program, or resource that flows from Washington supports veterans and their families here at home. And that starts with legislation like the VA Quality Healthcare Accountability and Transparency Act, which is making progress in the Senate this week. Here in Phoenix, veterans know what it means when the VA doesn't keep its promise. We know what that's like. Congressman Ruben Gallego and I introduced this bipartisan legislation to address issues identified by the Government Accountability Office with how the VA was failing to disclose information in a way that could be utilized by veterans. This legislation would require the VA to work with veteran service organizations and veterans and caregivers to improve the display of staffing and vacancy information and patient wait times and patient safety and quality of care measures in a way that is easy for veterans to use so they can make informed decisions about their health care. It would also require the VA to annually audit the data that is released to the public to ensure that it is both accurate and complete. That means improving transparency and giving veterans and veteran service organizations like yours the tools to better help veterans get the care that they need and the care that they've earned. And I'm glad to say that just a few weeks ago it advanced unanimously out of the Senate Veterans Affairs Committee. Together with my Senate colleagues, I'm working on cutting through red tape to make sure that our veterans get the care they need without unnecessary delays or hardship.
The Biden administration previously called on states to use emergency funds to provide additional benefits to millions of Americans across the country who are still out of work. But many state labor departments confirmed that they have no intention of extending or providing additional benefits on their own. Residents in California that have already filed their 2020 tax returns should see the second Golden State stimulus payment hit their bank accounts very soon, as they are heading out by mail or direct deposit sometime before the end of this year. The range of these payments is between $500 and $1,000, which will come as a boost for many Californians. In a similar way to the first Golden State stimulus check payment, if you do not have a Social Security number, but have access to an individual taxpayer identification number, known as ITIN, you still qualify for the payment. With the second check, one key difference is that the adjusted gross income has risen from $30,000 to $75,000, which means that more Californians are eligible, as some people who qualified for the first check will also be able to claim for the second payment. Everyone, the keyword for this video is grape. Please make sure to comment below this keyword and also like this video to enter next Friday's Walmart gift card giveaway. Thank you so much, everyone. As officials work to project the long-term impact of this crisis, one group is calling on Congress to issue a fourth round of stimulus checks just for older Americans. Nonpartisan advocacy group, the Senior Citizens League, is warning that the cost of goods and services is rising for people with fixed incomes, months before next year's federal cost of living bump. Government economic experts estimated recent increases in inflation mean the cost of living adjustment for 2022 will approach 6%, a whopping jump from the 1.3% COLA awarded for this year. Officials said in an email that went out last week to seniors prompted more than 100 replies. Mary Johnson, a Social Security and Medicare policy analyst with the group, had told CNBC News, adding that many of those who replied described having to ration food and medicine. It was an immediate response of support for the idea. New projections also paint a grim picture for the solvency Social Security and Medicare. The annual trustees report found that Social Security's massive trust fund will be unable to pay full benefits in the year 2034, instead of last year's estimated exhaustion date of the year 2035. The depletion date for Medicare's trust fund for inpatient care remained unchanged from last year, estimated for year 2026. The full impact from this crisis will take several more years to play out. So everyone, what are your thoughts on Social Security recipients receiving a monthly boost and also a fourth stimulus check? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. The winner of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway is Wanda Arbau. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me here this afternoon. I greatly and truly appreciate it. I hope you found some of this information helpful. To enter my giveaway for next Friday, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below the keyword of the day. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very blessed weekend.